What is going on, guys? I hope you're doing well. I'm not doing too bad myself, thanks for asking. Welcome to another video. So now in this video I'm going to be doing an overdue video pretty much. 2 years ago I did a video on my trophies, what I'd obtained from about 9 to 10 months of trophy hunting. And in this video I've been wanting to do this for about 6 months to a year to do an update on to where I'm at. And I kind of thought I wanted to do a monthly update on what trophies I've earned this month. However, I realised I can't really do that because you don't know how many trophies I've got right now. So this video might be a bit of a long one. I'm just going to talk. I'm not going to do too much editing. I'm probably going to take a nice sip out of coffee from my Marvel mug and have a bit of a relaxed chat with you about my trophies. I hope that's okay with you, and it's probably okay with me. Yeah, I think it is. I'll probably put some... I'm not a maniac. I'm going to put some sort of editing in. I'll probably put some music in right about now. Yeah, I imagine that sounds a lot better than without the music. I mean, I can't hear it now, but I'm sure it sounds good. I'm sure it's like upbeat and cheerful, or maybe miserable. Well, it depends what mood I'm in when I'm editing. But anyway, we're getting off topic massively. I haven't even started yet, and I've already spoke and rambled. So that's just an insight as to what to expect from this video. And that was the first sip from my mug of coffee. Sweet, sweet Joe. So, back in June 2018, in my video, I'm going to put it on the screen, I was level 14, I had 1082 trophies, I had 28 platinums, 165 gold, 246 silver and 643 bronze. My world rank was 346,000 in the world, and I was 39,000 in Great Britain, and I had a completion rate of 91.52%. So where am I at today? Well, let's have a quick look. So, as you can see, I've got 291 platinum trophies, I'm level 49, got 2,400 golds, 1,855 silvers, 2,508 bronzes and 7,054 total trophies. I'm rocking a world rank of just under 5,000, I'm down by 6 since yesterday, well, that's not good, and a country rank of 550, and my completion rate is 97.69%. So I'm up on all of these fronts, as you can imagine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through my trophies, what I've earned over this time. It's probably going to take quite a while. I'm going to skim over a lot of games. I'm being honest, I've done a bit of reflection over this time, and I've played a lot of terrible, easy games. If I'm being honest, I've had a look at them and I thought, ugh, to be fair, I don't really want to speak about that one too much, or that one, or that one, or that one. And that sort of went on for a while. But, you know, I joined quite late at trophy hunting, so considering I've managed to earn, you know, over 260 platinums in the past 2 years is quite a statement. You know, most people can't do that, especially if you're playing big games. Like if you were playing Assassin's Creed Origin style games, 100-hour games, if I was playing that, I personally would have only got about 10 trophies last year, 10 platinums that year and the year before. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So my completion rate is 97.69%. I've got a few games I'm working on at the minute which really bring that down. When you get your completion rate up quite high, when you start a new game you usually take about 0.5% drop, which is quite big. So coming down, the first one on my list is Overcooked 2. So this was a quarantine game. Me and my partner have been working on this just for something to do. It's pretty fun. Let's just have a little look-see at it, see what we've got going on. I've almost finished the game, to be honest guys. I've just needed just a few more things, you know, delivering a certain amount of items, blah blah, and I've got all the DLC to do. We're working through it, you know, it's just when we can be bothered to do it. I'll probably get it maybe end of next month, depending on what happens with The Last of Us. I've probably still got about another 15 to 20 hours because the DLC is actually really tough. So if you're going to buy this game and play it with your partner, bear in mind, the main game is easier than Overcooked 1, but the DLC is harder, a lot harder. Going back, so this is like, as you can see already, I've got a lot of easy games on here. Now I do a bit of stacking. I'll admit I don't stack all of them, so I've only got an American and a European account. I don't have an Australian account yet, never say never. Well, I probably will get one because I've worked out that I've probably got, if I got an Australian account now, on the games I've already played, I could probably get an extra 200 platinums in about, well, 150 platinums in about 6 months if I could be bothered, but I can't be bothered if I'm being honest. So I've got loads of easy games. Honestly, I just downloaded the American games on the Vita. It's quite hard to transfer the American account onto your Vita, so it takes about an hour for me to do it, so I can never really be bothered. So, but I did it one day, as you can see, the 24th of May. I just blasted through all these easy games: Gravity Duck, Milo's Quest, Deep Space Rush, Bounty Bullets, Mecha Bolt, Blind Men, Syrup and the Ultimate Sweet, and Mocky Mocky Boy. These are all like under an hour platinums. Most of them are under half an hour platinums. They're all pretty easy to do. Yeah, that's all I can really say on them. I don't really want to say too much because I've got a lot of games to go through, and to be honest, they're all okay. If you want to get platinums, these are the games to look at. Really, I'll put a link to my PSN down below if you want to get an idea. That's what I said on my trophy. Yeah, I'm not gonna edit this too much, guys. So there's probably gonna be loads of stuttering and loads of mistakes, but that's how I sort of roll. I speak quite fast, and I'm speaking even faster now because I'm aware this is going to be a longer video. So I need to slow it down. I'm going to put a link to my PSN down below. Like I said, my trophy tips, which I'll put a link in the video as well, or you may have already seen it. You should follow Trophy Hunters. If you actually want to collect a lot of platinums, you should follow Trophy Hunters because they play a lot of the games and you give you an idea as to how long it takes to finish a game. So I usually go on the top 10, top 20 list and just see what they're playing, and then if they're playing a few easy games, I might just sort of jump on the bandwagon and play them. So Thy Sword was quite a good little arcade sort of landscape game. Again, an easy platinum. You can do it in about 2 hours. But I just took my time with it. But again, I don't want to say too much on it because it's an easy one. Borderlands 2. Now, I've been working on this game for ages. I've been working on this game since November 2019. So, 7 months ago. Basically, me and my brother started playing it on couch co-op. But we both work full-time jobs. So it was like every 3 or 4 weeks we're meeting up for like a big 6-7 hour session. And it was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. But it's a really big commitment, and to be honest, the guides say about 100 hours, but if I'm being honest, I've already put in 75 hours, and I barely scratched the DLC surface. I think it's probably going to be about 130 to 140 hours to finish this game. It's the one I'm actually working on at the moment. In fact, it's just the game I'm working on until The Last of Us comes out. I'm going to have to finish a Spyro game as well, because I haven't, basically, PlayStation share with people, which I highly recommend game sharing with somebody, because you can get half your games for half price. But I need to end that game sharing because I want to share with somebody else now because they've got more games. And I had the Spyro trilogy and I only finished the first 2, and I need to finish the 3rd one. So that's what I'm going to be working on this month towards The Last of Us, Spyro 2 and Borderlands. Maybe a little bit of Overcooked as well. So moving on, Gun Crazy. You can tell these guys, I binged pretty hard with the easy platinums this month in May. I just smashed them. I think I got about 30 platinums this month. Maybe about 20, and they're all just easy games. So we've got Gun Crazy, Foxyland 2, Warlock's Tower. Now that game sucks. Don't play that game, I have to say, to be honest. It's like, I don't mind playing an easy platinum if it's under 2 hours. If it's a 2 hour little bit of fun, I don't mind. Because, it's easy. It's like you get a little platinum at the end. You get the dopamine release. You feel good about yourself, blah, blah. But Warlock's Tower, the puzzles were just really quite difficult towards the end and just wasn't really enjoyable. So I wouldn't recommend that game. All the other easy platinum games, I don't mind playing an easy platinum because they can be quite enjoyable. Like Foxyland, Gravity Tuck. Look at Night and Plus, that was quite a good one. And then all these, they're all pretty fun games to play. To be honest, if I don't say much on them, just assume the easy ones I'm playing, they're pretty fun to play and they're just, good fun. Like, I like Deep Space Rush a lot as well. I mean, these two were just walkthroughs. They were just like, you just have to pick your answers, like a graphic novel. They were okay, just ignore them. I wasn't a fan of that one. You need the guide for both of these games. And I decided I just did not like them at all. I had to grind through them and it was just a bit meh, so I wouldn't play these 2 games, to be honest, guys. Duck Souls, another little platform game, was pretty fun. Random Heroes is pretty good as well, I have to say. It's just a little shooter, little side-scrolling platform shooter, quite good fun. Explosive Jake, again, that was quite a fun one as well, I have to say. It was sort of like, it's kind of like Minesweeper. So you sort of like move around and you have to find these keys to get through the doors, but you don't know where the keys are, and it's quite good. You sort of see around a little bit. I enjoyed that. I would recommend that one. Overcooked 1, great game, really good game. No platinum, but pretty easy. You and a friend can do it in about 8 hours. Me and my partner did it, and she'd never played a video game before, and she's done quite well. So she did it. Like, she just learned it quite quickly. Like, she picks things up quite well, quite fast. But that means if you and your normal friend who's okay at games could smash it straight away. By yourself, not so much. It's a bit challenging. We've seen these games before. Null Drifter, a little like arcade shooter, which I really enjoyed. I platinumed a lot of these games. I finished them. I play them for another couple hours just because I enjoy doing them. Null Drifter's just a little shooter game where you just have to avoid the aliens and get high scores, and it's really good fun. I recommend it. Rush Rover was an over the head little robot shooter. Again, it was quite good fun. Highly recommend it. Easy. So that's the thing about these easy platinums, is a lot of them are really good fun. So not only do you get an easy platinum, you have a good time playing them as well. Facilis, I didn't like that too much. It needed a guide. I don't really like games with guides, so don't buy that one. Square Boy vs Bullies, just a little beat 'em up, pretty easy. I'd already played it. It's, you know, a lot of these games I'm working up to getting them, finishing them 4 times. I know, that's why I've got so many platinums. You know, but say what you want. People say cheating and blah blah blah. I really don't care. It's my platinum list. If you got a problem with it, then tell someone who cares, because the thing is about trophies is nobody cares about trophies. So if you get really butthurt over the trophy someone else got, then you're the sad one. Really, so... Right, another drink, because I'm getting a bit parched. So, Bounty Bullets, Milo's Quest, again, easy. Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. Now, I did a video on this game, because I love... Oh, someone's just beeped, but I think it was irrelevant. It was irrelevant. Ignore that. So, Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time, I did a video on the Platinum, and to be honest, I did that video straight after I finished the Platinum, and I was miffed. I was a bit angry at the game. I didn't enjoy it too much, guys. The thing is, though, I love Sly Cooper. He's to be honest, he's probably my favourite character from that generation of gaming. I love Ratchet and Clank, I love Jack and Daxter, but for me, I just resonated with Sly. I thought he was so cool as a kid. But I felt like this game, it didn't have the same spark. I felt like, I don't know, I just didn't really fill the void for me. I know I'm a bit older now, I'm a lot older now. But it just felt a bit like, it was just a bit hit and miss. And like, they made these massive maps and there was just nothing in them. Like, literally, imagine an open world, imagine GTA, but you can't drive. There's no pedestrians. All there is police officers. And that's it. It was just naff. I didn't really enjoy it, to be honest. But the Platinum was what was really tough. Like, there's so many collectibles. Like, there was probably, I think, worked out over 600 collectibles for this game. And it just wasn't worth it. Like, it was worth it. It was worth it in the end to get the Platinum. It was my 250th Platinum. But it was just such a grind. I just haven't done it. I was expecting like a 25-hour little playthrough, you know, maybe 15 hours, 10 hours collectibles, but it was so grim. I still play it if you want, but just bear in mind that it's a bit of a challenge for the collectibles. You're going to need, like, you're probably going to have to spend that. I think I spent about 8 hours following guides, and I missed one of the trophies is to find all the maps, to open your map in every single area, but there's no checklist for it, so I had to go through every single map 3 times because I missed one. It was so frustrating. Ugh. Mocky Boy again. Project Starship, again, a good little shooter game. Like, you know, I can't really knock it. Same with Iroh Hero, just little games where you just drive and controlling the spaceship, just killing some baddies. What more could you want? Winter's Daydream was just a graphic novel. All you had to do was literally press X. It was, to be fair, it's the easiest platinum I've ever got, really, other than Slide. Breeders Homegrown, it was okay, but again, you need the guide, so I wasn't overly fussed about it. I wouldn't speak too much about the easy ones, to be honest, guys. Detroit Become Human, now that is a great game. So I think we're on about platinum, maybe 235 here. Detroit was a great game. I really enjoyed it. It just had so much going on, and I like the platinum. I like when platinum trophies make you play the game more than once. That's what, to me, really makes a difference. Like, I'll speak about Jedi Fallen Order in a bit, but that's, to me, like, I want the platinum to encourage me to do a second playthrough, and that's what Detroit did. It made me want to play. I had to play through the game a couple times, and I enjoyed it a lot more. And you got to see more of the endings and stuff, because there's about 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 endings, and playing through it a couple of times you just don't see it all. But, you know, if you go for the platinums and the game encourages you more exploration, you get more of the game. Pocket Knife there. Super Destronaut Land Wars, there's a game called Super Destronaut, and this was just a bit of a 3D shooter. It was quite good fun, I highly recommend it. Thunderpaw, little dog shooter, yeah, it wasn't my favourite shooter. Winter's Daydream again 2 times. Red Death was another over-the-top spaceship shooter. It was not bad. Fruit Ninja, now I got this as a gift and I didn't know how I was going to finish it because it was quite a grind. I might open this one up. If you see only 1% of people have finished this game, there hasn't been loads of people playing it, only 6,000 people have ever played it.
Okay, here are some games on the App Store.
That's just my phone trying to tell me about my life. So anyway, only 6,000 people have played Fruit Ninja, so not many people, but if you look at the trophies, like, there's a few ultra rares here. It was this one, it was a kill 50,000 fruit. Like, it's a 10-hour finish, 10-hour completion time, because you have to literally just grind and play through the levels. Thankfully, I had a few friends over. We spent a couple of hours just blasting through it, and it was good fun, to be fair. It's a quite good game to have if you've got a few drinks and stuff. Get your friends over. It was no platinum, but just good fun. Walking Dead Season 1, I bought them all in 2017 in a pack, and I think it was about £35 for every single Walking Dead game except the final season, like every single Telltale game. And I still haven't played them all because I played them all on the Xbox originally, but I thought now was the time in April, but I can't. I've got like Season 2, 3, Michonne, Wolf Among Us, Borderlands, and I think that's it, and finally the final season to play through. I just can't get myself to go through it. Maybe someday. Night and Plus, Syrup. These, see, the thing about guys, you trophy on a stack, so you can see a lot of the same trophies, which is why I'm going to just skim through them. Grizzland was an okay game, can't really remember much about it, just jumping around. I think you need the guide for it. One Night Stand, again, need the guide for it, which is a point and click game, a bit boring. Arkham Asylum, great game. I played them back in like 2009 when it came out, and I really wanted to play it again. I picked up the pack, the remastered pack. Arkham, I've actually bought Arkham Knight as well, so I've got all three, Arkham City and Knight, with all the DLC waiting to go. But if you've played them, and they're quite good, if you've got the platinums for those two games, you should be pretty proud, because they're about 100 to 125 hours each, plus you need to play through the game on the hardest difficulty. So you've got play through the game, get all collectibles, that's including all the Riddler challenges, which are a nightmare, and then there's also combat challenges, and they've got loads of DLC as well. Like Arkham Knight is equivalent to 2 platinums, because there's so much DLC. There's like 800 points of DLC. Foxyland 2, platformer. Without Escape was like a little point and click game. It took 30 minutes to finish. It was okay. But you need to, you need a guide though, guys. And I just CBA, man. That can't be bothered for those old people or young people. I'm not sure if that CBA is sort of like out of touch now. It's sort of like slang that like BRB, like slang that's not really used anymore. Sort of like, because now I feel like when people talk, when they text, when I used to text as a kid, like when I was like 12, 15, 14 years ago with MSN, it was like the more slang you used, the cooler you were. Like you'd be like, "Hi mate," spelled M8. What are you up to? WUUT, and then they'd be like, "I'm good," but spelled like I'm good, like I'm GD. And now I feel like now people actually like to speak in full vocabulary when they type on the phone, which I prefer as well. But it's just like, it feels like we've sort of, it was really cool to speak in slang, and now it's like back to really cool to speak normally via text, which I'm fine with. But now I feel like people don't really know what CB is. Does anyone know what ruffle means? ROFL. That's a good one for you. I'm not going to tell you what that is, but and then on top of that, Rufflecopter is my favourite. I don't really use it anymore because I'm a grown man. But I like to think of Rufflecopter whenever I'm making a joke, and think of how funny it is to do Rufflecopter. But anyway, 000 was quite a... You know what? I saw some people finishing this game in about 15 minutes, and I thought, oh, that looks okay, I'll take that on board. It's actually a really hard platforming game. It has no remorse. It's very challenging. So, you've actually got to... It's on and off, like, basically it's like 100, so you've got to finish like 30 levels. But it's like the levels are all random, and some are really hard and some are really easy, so I found that 34 levels. I just found that basically you have to sort of just keep dying until you get a level that you can beat. It's okay. Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, so much better than the first Spyro. Even the remastered, like I found Spyro's 1 had a few difficult, like the flying missions were just frustrating, they weren't overly fun, but I found Ripto's Rage just to be a lot more fun, a lot lighter. You got better characters, better side characters. Obviously you introduced Hunter, which I really like as a character, he's pretty funny. So yeah, it was a better one. They're really good games, that's the thing, like you can play them now, someone who's like grew up with them, or someone coming in, and you can play them now and enjoy them. They're really laid back games, they're fun, and they're quite easy platinums as well. I did it in about 10 hours. Again, these games have all done. Mech and Nicky was a game that it's like you need to walk through again, so normally the games that I have to play a walkthrough with, I only do the once or twice because I can't be bothered doing another walkthrough because I've basically gone off them massively. Star Wars Fallen Order, great game. EA really pulled out the park with this game. Even though I think EA kind of wanted it to fail, which is why they didn't spend any money on advertising at all, it was truly brilliant. My only criticism of this platinum is it was too easy. Like, I never say that ever, but I finished it in about 30 hours, and I would have liked that to have been a hardest difficulty, like gold. If they brought out, say, a new game, I know they brought a new game plus now, I think, or something similar to that effect. I'd like to bring out some new trophies, because I probably would replay that game on the hardest difficulty to get a couple more goals, because I like to have play through games twice, and I will play it again, but sometimes for me, I just haven't got time. That's the thing. Like, I just don't. I like to collect games and get the trophies. And although I could play Fallen Order again because it's a solid 9 out of 10 game, at the same time, there's games I could be playing that I haven't played yet. Like, I'm yet to start Yakuza, and obviously Last of Us is coming out, Ghost of Tsushima. There's big games coming out, and I feel like sometimes I just can't go back to play a game when I want to be getting trophies. Ancestors Legacy. Now, I love RTS games. That's real-time strategy. There's not enough of them on console. It's all about PC race, all about the PC gamer, and I've never had a PC, so I've never been able to experience them properly. This game's quite a good RTS. It's the best that's out on this console, but that's not saying, well, I haven't played Sudden Strike, so I'm not entirely sure. I haven't played that many RTS in this game system yet, but it's better than like Halo Wars and stuff. Like, I didn't find Halo Wars that good, but I found Ancestor Legacy is quite a good game. Medieval times, you get Vikings. and it's just like good. You get all these different races and stuff, and you just get it's just good fun. The only problem with that is it's quite small factions. Like a unit's like 5 enemies, 5 soldiers even. Whereas like I prefer to have like a unit of infantry to be like 40 men, just so you see a bit better battles. But it's about small skirmishes anyway. But highly recommend it if you like RTS. And the platinum's really easy actually. You know, you just need, there's no online trophies. You literally just need to play the story, do a few miscellaneous, and then do a few on the open world. And the open worlds are basically where the fun's at anyway. Deep Space Rush, easy. Delta Squad, over the top shooter, easy. Stretch is just a button tapping game. It's pretty unchallenging. As long as you've got an okay set of eyes on you, you're absolutely fine. Played all these games before. Now Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. I found my PlayStation 3 from my mum's house last year, and I realised I had no games and no controllers. I just had the original PlayStation 3, the big fat heavy one. And I really want to play a few games, so like if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I've got loads, like my little collection. Not loads of games, but I bought 15 PS3 games, and I knew Spider-Man wanted to be my 200th platinum because it was one of my favourite Spider-Man games growing up. And to be fair, I revisited it and I really enjoyed it. It's a great game. You know, you got your 13 levels. You got to finish each game level twice, and on the hardest difficulty, it really isn't even that challenging. It's just a good game. It's a good platinum. It's a thing. You can have good games and you have good platinums. You can have games that are great that have terrible platinums, or games that are okay. Like for example, Days Gone it's an okay platinum. Actually, that's not the best example. It's an okay game. Last of Us is a great game and the platinum's okay. Like there's loads of collectibles. No one likes collectibles. Shattered Dimensions is like an 8 out of 10, and the platinum's like a 10 out of 10. Like it only takes you 30-35 hours, but you beat the game twice, get a few collectibles, and just Bob's your uncle. It's a great game. Football game, now we're looking at, just another point and click game, guys. Just, not much to say on it. Back in 1995, I hated that game so much. Screw you back in 1985, 95 even. Just like this really terrible Sega styled horror game. You know what, it's very much like a game in 1995, like an old school game, but it was rubbish. It was terrible. It just nothing going for it. Distrain was an okay game. I'll be honest with you. It was an okay game. So yeah, Distrain was sort of like, it was a game about someone who's taking people's houses away and waiting for some big corporation. It was quite cool because it just sort of like took the sort of corporate greed idea on board, and it sort of like just challenged you a little bit, sort of what's right and wrong. It was an easy little game and it was quite a good experience. Next was some Pogi games. Like, I haven't played these for a while, guys. I feel like there's so many cheap games coming out now, and I feel like if you don't like, you can probably get about 15 to 30 platinums a month now from easy games. You could probably spend about £150, across 3 stores and get these 30 platinums a month now if you really wanted to. And Pogi's one of them sort of games where it's a little bit more expensive, like £6 or $8 for a game, and they're okay. I've sort of stepped away from these now. Obviously this was like, we're going back to November now. I've stepped away from these Pogi games because they're a bit basic and they're just not really, they're a bit expensive. So you can see I've actually played 5 of them here. I just got through them and just sort of left it. That was enough. I tend to just play them if they're on sale, to be honest. It's the same with most of these easy games. Just grab them when they're on sale. Donut County, I wanted to play this game for a while. You basically play as this giant sort of like hole and you have to suck everything up and just eat everything. It's pretty fun. It's pretty hilarious. It's an easy platinum. It's good fun. I highly recommend that game. So Sly 3, Honor Amongst Thieves, probably, see, I'm not sure if it's the best one. Sly 2 is pretty awesome. The thing about Sly 3 is there's a lot of playable characters, and a lot of playable characters suck. That's the thing. Like, I thought it'd be really cool, but they're just not like that. He plays that little guru guy who's rubbish to play as. He plays Penelope in a helicopter all the time. It's so rubbish. It's one of the worst mechanics of the game. And there's a few other rubbish characters he plays. I just want to play Sly. Like, I hate Murray. He's a rubbish character. And then I just don't like any of the spawn characters other than maybe I like Carmelita and I like Fox. Carmelita and I like Sly. I like Dimitri, we don't get to play as him. Bentley's okay, but Murray, ugh. And then Penelope and blah blah blah, just not good. Terminator Salvation, you're gonna have that if you're a trophy hunter. Me and my friend sat down and played it on co-op on the hardest difficulty in 3 hours. Like, there's only one hard level. It's not even that, it's a hard part where you'd have to drive the gun and for some reason the Terminators chase you and they're in massive trucks and just destroy you and wipe you out in about 2 seconds. But the rest of the game is an absolute joke. Days Gone was a challenge and a half. It was my most played game last year, so I think I did 160 hours on it. Basically, you have to play, I wanted 100%, I didn't just want the platinum, I wanted to get the 100%. So I found that I had to play the game, get all collectibles, right, and then I had to start a game again on the hardest difficulty, which is okay. I did all that, and then the challenges were just brutal. Like, The driving challenges took me probably about 10 hours to do each one. Actually, that's an understatement. The last one took me about 40 hours. I literally just played the game, not 40 hours, 30 hours. I played the game 3-4 hours a day for about 2 weeks just to get that challenge. It was just heart destroying. But when I did it, I felt a bit of sense of achievement. That's the thing about the hard trophies, they make you really work hard for them. And you get me like, yes! I have that momentary lapse of happiness, which is now gone, and now I need to play the next game. But never mind, it's kind of like an addiction, like crack, I imagine. I can't relate, personally. Back in 1985, I missed some games. Watchmen. I love watching TV. I love the Watchmen comic. I love the Watchmen movie. I haven't watched a TV series. Now, me and my brother played this back in PS3 time, Xbox 360 times, about 5, 6, 8, 10 years ago. It's good. It's a good fun beat 'em up. You get to play 2 playable characters who play completely differently, and it's great. Rorschach and Counter, and that's so cool. And then Night Owl's got all these cool gadgets. It's a good game, and it's just both of them are good. The second one's pretty naff. Well, it's nowhere near as good as the first one. The first one was brilliant. A really good little story, great combat, great characters. Like, what more do you want? Mega Man, I just wanted to play it. You know, like when I bought my PS3, and I saw it for like £2. I was like, I'm gonna pick it up. It's quite funny. It's voiced by Will Ferrell, which is quite enjoyable. Listening to his voice goofing about. Not much more to say on it. Word Wheel again, blah. Himeno, just a little platforming game, guys. Pretty easy. I need to play that again on my North American account to get a few more plats, but I just can't be bothered. Uncharted Lost Legacy, it's probably one of the best Uncharted games, you know, guys. I think it's probably, if I had to rate them off the top of my head, I'd say Golden Abyss is definitely the worst, and then Uncharted 1, and then probably Uncharted 3, and then Uncharted 2, and then this, and then Uncharted 4. I really liked Lost Legacy. I thought it told a really good story with Chloe. And I thought the villain was really good as well. I thought the end fight scene was pretty good, and just had a good little ending. It was a short ride, you know, only like 8 hours, but I think you saw a lot of action. It was a great game. Explosion, a challenging little shooter game over the top where you have to, like, you shoot ink. It's hard. It's actually quite hard. I finished it in an hour, but it takes about 30 minutes of grinding to get the high scores. Oh, excuse me, I've been talking for such a long time. My throat's getting a bit dry. I ran out of coffee, guys. Ran out of coffee. So we've got Midnight Deluxe, and we've got 39 Fragments of Midnight. Again, easy games. Heroes Trial, again, over the top easy game. You know, what more to say. Now we're on to my 175th Platinum. We're going back now. We're going back 120 Platinums. And I've been talking for like half an hour. So as you can see, I've got a lot to go through. I'm probably going to try and blast through all this, because I doubt anybody's even watching this by this point. But if you are, thank you. You're pretty awesome. Bully was a great little game by Rockstar. There's all these rumours about Bully 2 coming out, and to be honest, I don't think it'll work in the times. Like, it was kind of a cool one-off, but it just doesn't work with Rockstar's new formula anymore. Like, you know, it's more open world. You can only make a school game so open until it's just a game about some thief running around town nicking everything, stealing everything. For those people who don't know what nick means, it means to steal in Britain. Boring, easy games: Bounty Bullet, Hoagie 2, Moki Moki, Mega Bolt, Super Willow D-Make, Siberian the Time Traveling Warrior. All pretty easy games, guys. You know, I'm not going to say much more. Sagebrush was a really weird game about some Christian cult, and it was just weird. Like, some games, if I don't enjoy playing them, I won't play them again, even if I got them. Like, for example, I could buy that on like the American store or something, but it's just weird. I'm just not going to do it. It's so weird. It doesn't tell a good story, it's just about some cult, and it's just boring. Nah, you get lost in the dark all the time, and it's like trying to tell you where to go, and you can't see anything. It's just naff. Gravity Duck, already spoke about that. Far Cry 3 classic. I just felt like playing Far Cry. I remember I was like, you know what, I really want to play an open world shooter game. And I picked up Far Cry 3, and it hasn't aged too well, if I'm being honest. It's okay. It's alright. It's just, you can tell it's old. It feels really old. It must be 10 years old now. And you can tell. And it's a shame about, what's he called, Vars? Like, he was such a good character, and they just sort of killed him off midway and introduced this new guy who was just nowhere near as good, but never mind. Iron Snout, a little fighter game where you play the pig, quite funny but a bit grindy towards the end. You have to like kill like so many wolves, which is a bit meh. Super Destronaut DX, I told you there was another Super Destronaut game. Just like a Space Invaders kind of game, guys, easy as anything. Metal Gal, little side-scrolling little shooter game, easy. Super Weekend Mode, one of the fastest plans I got, 10 minutes, just a shooter game, easy. Peasant Knight, side-scroller, are you sensing a theme? I'm sensing a theme. Daggerhood was a good little Robin Hood sort of style game where you could like do this teleport thing. That was a really good platinum game. Platforming game. Sorry, I recommend that one. Full Blast, just a little again shooter. Jack and Jill's DX. Everyone's played this game, right? All you do is just hop, 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 hop. Done. Platinum. There you go. It sort of like defeats it when you're getting platinums in 10 minutes, but never mind. My 150 platinum now, was the Last of Us Remastered. Favorite game of all time, I think. Because I've got a special place in my heart for Skyrim because I played it when I was 16. or 15, and I loved it so much. I put like over 300 hours in that game on the Xbox 360. I then played it on Xbox One and finished it again. So probably about 450 hours on that game. I love it a bit. But for me, Last of Us is now, I've played it so many times, and it's such a good game. And I wanted it to be my 150th platinum. And it was, I mean, the sort of the online's a bit grindy, but the online's fun though. That's the thing. Like, the factions is actually pretty good. So that's the thing. And people are probably playing loads now with Last of Us coming out in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks even. My big sister walked through, boring. Twin robots. Don't play this game, guys. Don't play it. It's glitched as anything. Like, it's so glitched. Like, half trophies didn't pop out. To delete the game and replay it. Like, especially on the Vita, I had to delete the game and replay the whole game again to get all the trophies. And that's really put us off it. I wouldn't. So yeah, guys, don't play Neo Junction. I would not recommend it at all. It's just a bit meh. There's not much going for it. I've actually just paused this video, ran away, and picked up a drink. So now I feel more hydrated, which is always essential when you're going to be talking for another 15 more minutes. Yeah, guys, I think 15 more minutes is a bit probably sufficient. I'm drinking moose juice. I highly recommend it. It's so tasty. Blue raspberry's the flavour to go for as well. Let's keep going, shall we? Crossovers by Pogi. Again, don't like the Pogi games. They're just cash grab. The basic like Sudoku games, just boring. Don't play them. Warlock's Tower again. Puzzles are quite challenging. Not really recommended. Paradox Souls, easy. You probably do need a guide for it. You don't have to, but it's okay. Blood Waves is a good platinum. Now that's a good game. Basically, it's just all you do is survive waves of zombies, but it's pretty fun. You know, you've got to use a bit of tactics, a bit of strategy to sort of like angle everything a certain way to kill everybody. It's a very good fun game. Then we've got toy tanks. Again, it's okay. I wouldn't really highly recommend it. The Warriors Remastered. Now that is a great game, guys. This is the first game that me and my brother started playing again on the PlayStation. It's just such a good game. I remember it from the PS2 times. A brilliant game. And now even then, now it's been remastered barely, and it's still a great game. The combat system was so deep. I think it was Rockstar's first game. It's probably got to be the best movie licensed game of all time. The movie itself was okay, but that game, whew. Pro Evolution Soccer 2019, it was quite good. I just wanted to play a football game, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for the platinum because I ain't a part timer. And I actually boosted online. It's one of the only games I've actually had to find somebody online to play with. But in the end, I got there. It took us over a month to platinum. If you can get someone online, it'll only take you 30 hours. But the problem is, it's finding people online. Now you probably couldn't even. That was in July 2019 when it was only the new game. 2020's out now, so you're better off just playing that one. Farpoint is on my list of games I couldn't platinum because, to be honest, I just couldn't be bothered. It was a big time commitment. Basically, there's loads of miscellaneous ones I couldn't be bothered to get, as you can see. But it wasn't that. It was just like the challenge mode is so tough. Like, I remember doing it. I couldn't even get one medal. You have to do the 3 medals you can get for each challenge mode. I couldn't get one when I tried it. I tried it for about 20 minutes. I thought, if it's going to take me 5 hours to get 1 3-star and there's like 8 challenges, no thank you. Every trophy hunt's got a limit, guys. If you can platinum every game, regardless of how hard it is, you are quite an impressive person, quite an impressive, tough specimen. However, if you buy games that are really hard to platinum, then you're never going to have a lot of platinums, which is fine. Who cares? But to be honest, I really like moving up the leaderboards. It's like my addiction. Like, I'm going for like top 300 this year, I think. Well, maybe top 350. I'm probably going to get about 350 platinums this year, I think. Maybe 350. So, and then my goal is to break the top 100 maybe in 2022. So if I keep playing like Red Dead 2 and stuff, if I played Red Dead 2 now, it would take me probably 3 months to platinum that game. So it's like, well, if you're going to play 200-hour platinums, you're not going to do very well on the leaderboard. So it's finding that balance. Like, that's why a lot of my games are sort of like, I've got quite a few easy games and I've got a good game, because basically I'll play like 10 to 20 easy games and I'll get a bit fatigued and I want to play a big game. I'll play a big game, I'll enjoy it, and I'll get a bit fatigued again. That's all what happens. So again, moving down a little bit, Bird Game Plus, easy. These are all just easy guys to just know what you can do them with walkthroughs. Most of them don't have much challenge to them. Spyro, great game, not as good as Spyro 2 as I've already said, but I did enjoy it. It's a very refreshing game in this time, I tell you. Tarot Dragon Asia, easy 6 minute platinum. All you have to do is just put some cheats in, boom, done. Yeah, I've spoke about these games. Awesome P, little platforming game. I've actually made a trophy guide on how to platinum that game. All you gotta do is finish the levels, really, guys. There's no collectibles, I don't think, off the top of my head. All you gotta do is just work a bit hard and get that sweet plat. Daggerhood, spoke about these, blah blah blah. Keep going down. You've seen all these. Far Cry Primal. Didn't enjoy this one, I have to say. It's just such a grind. Like, the game's not even that enjoyable. The combat's naff and boring. The only cool thing is the animals, taming the animals and getting to ride them around. That's the only cool thing about that game. That's all I really want to say on it, to be honest. Guys, don't talk about these because they're all just basic, easy ones. Way Out, great game. Highly recommend it. Just a great co-op game. It's one of the better games I played last year. You get just experience so much. It basically covers like every trope of every single game. They've got like the shooting games, they've got like they've got the free running, they've got the meleeing, they've got exploration, they've got story. It's got basically the whole package. Suicide Guys is quite an interesting one. It's about basically finding a way to die in the right way in every level. It's quite fun. Highly recommend it. Uncharted Golden Abyss. It took me 6 months to finish this game. Basically, I started it somewhere and just I lost interest. It's quite a long game. Like, most of the Uncharted games have about 18 to 22 chapters. This one has like 28, so you're playing quite a lot, and it's just terrible. It's a bit naff. Like, Sully's only have like 6 chapters. It introduces all these new characters that are just all average at best, and then they have that stupid thing with the touch screen. It's just so challenging, especially on crushing where you can't make a mistake. The touchpad's just not responsive enough. It's just so difficult. It was so frustrating. And there's that grind for the medals at the end as well. So basically, you had to like kill those enemies in certain chapters to get certain medals, which I think you could boost originally back in the day, but now you can't. So it's quite a commitment, to be honest. It's probably the hardest one to platinum, I'd say, out of that one through all of them actually. Yeah, it's definitely the hardest, I'd say. Not 100% because obviously the new ones have the brutal mode and the time speed runs, but as just the platinum, that is the hardest one. And definitely the most time consuming. Dragon Quest 11 was my 100th platinum. I'm new to the Dragon Quest franchise, and it's amazing, guys. It is so good. It's such a good JRPG. It's got a combination of everything, like amazing cartoon, amazing animations, and a great storyline, great side characters, good leveling up system, an old school sort of like old school JRPG combat system. It's brilliant. If you like RPGs, you gotta play that game. Like, there's no debate about it. It is so good. The platinum is a bit grindy. It's about 120 hours, I think. And the problem is the last 10 hours, you just do collectibles for clothing, for getting all the costumes. It's a bit meh at the end, but the actual game, the core game, is really good. Access denied, blah blah. Conan Exiles, it's really easy platinum. All you have to do is do a few cheats and kill a few enemies and you're done. Easy peasy. Meta Girl, some more Pogies. Rick and Morty, Virtual Reality. And I finished it in a day, but it's actually quite hard getting the platinum because there's a really hard level. You have to like sort of pull all these make all these like you're inside the little ship and you got to charge these batteries and you got to do all these things like twist and pull and stuff, and it's actually quite hard towards the end. So actually a lot of people get stuck on that, and it took me about a couple hours to do it, but it's not too bad. It's really fun though. And actually Morty goes vegan in it, which I find interesting. I'm not sure, I haven't seen season 4, so I don't know if he's actually honoured the vegan thing or not, but it's actually really funny. It's just more Rick and Morty. You just feel like you're in a Rick and Morty episode. It's so good. I couldn't recommend it enough, guys. If you love Rick and Morty, you need to play that game. So we've got some more Walking Dead, play that on Vita again. Daggerhood Bravo Team, that is a terrible game, guys. That's the thing about VR, it's so much potential, but so many of the games are just terrible. It was just such a grind, and it was like, I think it was an online trophy I had to get, and I had to like boost with somebody. It wasn't fun. I wouldn't recommend it. On the flip of that though, American Dream was another VR game, which is really funny, and it was like, everything's like in cardboard cutouts. It's all about the American Dream. It's just good fun. I really like that game. It's very like uplifting and cheerful. So a few more games, walkthrough games here. Grand Ages Medieval was one of the harder platinums I've got. It's actually still an ultra rare trophy of 3.64%. It's not some things, guys, it's not really a strategy game. It's basically like a resource management game. That's the thing. I didn't realise when I bought it. All you have to do is just about making sure that all the cities nearby have enough supplies to flourish and make money. It's like a money simulating game in the medieval times. It's not as fun as you think it's going to be. You think, oh great, medieval times, such a game, loads of war. No. And you need like 20,000 soldiers to take over a city and stuff. It's a bit ridiculous. Like, you need massive armies that cost so much to fund, which to be fair would be what it would be like back then, but you're better off just being civil and just build up your city and inviting other cities around you to join it and stuff, because that's the better way to go. okay. Duke Nukem, terrible game, don't say more than that. 0 out. Firewall 0 Hour, that's one of the games I couldn't beat. It's just again, it's very skill based, and it's all online, so it's obviously, as you imagine, as you know, it's too tough. Captain Plus, made by Squanch Games, I think. Same people who made Rick and Morty, great, hilariously funny, you have to play it. It is, because it's voiced by the same guy who does Rick and Morty. He's just so funny. It is such a great game. I need to play Job Simulator, I need to play Trevor Saves the Universe, because those games look amazing. They're on my list, guys, they're on my list, don't worry. Batman VR, no platinum, but a great game. Good little Batman game. It just works, it fits well in with the Arkham lore. Although, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it so fits in and it doesn't. LA Cops, just an overhead shooter game. Quite tough. Only took us 2 days to finish it, but I literally spent like I was off from work for 2 days. I just spent like 8 hours each day doing it because it was like quite hard. You had to level up your characters and you had like to beat the game on hardest difficulty, which is quite merciless, we'll say. So now we're moving down, guys. We're on my 50th platinum now. We're actually the end in sight. Spider-Man was my 50th platinum. Great game. Yeah, probably my... See, I'm so biased because I love Spider-Man. And when I played this game, I've never ever felt euphoria like it. Like, it just felt complete. It just felt like the ultimate Spider-Man game. And it is the best Spider-Man game going. If not... It was my game of 2018. I know Red Dead came out and God of War came out, but Spider-Man made me feel things I've never felt before. Okay? No Heroes Allowed. A great little VR game where you play the villains. It's quite weird. You play killing heroes. But it's like quite quirky and quite cute. It's quite fun. I recommend it. It's like £5 now. Pick it up. You know, take you 7 hours to get the platinum, and it's good fun. Now, VR Worlds was tough. It was my first VR game I played, and it is really hard. There's like 6 games, and one of them is where you have to like bounce this ball back with your head. It is so hard. That's why the platinum is so rare. Like, a lot of people play it. Look, only 0.66% of people who played this game have got the platinum. Yes, it's the first game people get for VR, so they all play it, but also at the same time, it is so tough. Then we've got next, League of Evil. This game again was really, really hard. Like, I'm not going to compare it to Meat Boy, because it's not, but it was, for me, it was my Super Meat Boy. It took me ages to finish it. Some of the levels are so tough. I remember reading the guide and saying it was like a 3 out of 10 difficulty. It is not. It's about 7 or an 8. It was so difficult. It used to tell you how many times you failed each mission. Every time you died, it would like add a level, and some levels would take me over 300 times to finish. So that sort of explains how hard they are. Red Dead 2, haven't played it in over a year and a half. It's on my list of games to play again. I haven't forgot about you, Red Dead. I will return to you and I will finish you, because you are an amazing game and I deserve the platinum, and you deserve to be platinumed because you are so good. I Am Hero, beat 'em up game. Hitman Go, yeah, it's okay. Bellyman Sea, easy. Stormboy, easy. Word Search, easy. Little Lake is cool. It's like a little Disney themed cartoon game. It's quite fun. You need a guide though, but it tells a good little story, so it's always a good bit of fun. Shadow of Lootbox, rubbish. Jazzpunk is this weird sort of like open world, well, not open world, but it's sort of a weird game. I can't remember much about it, but I remember being really weird at the time, but I enjoyed it. I would play it again. L.A. Noire was tough. Towards the end you have to like drive every vehicle, and that's the difficulty. But however, again, the platinum was good because it made you replay the game, and that's the thing that for me, the platinums need to be... my perfect platinum is basically a 15-hour story that makes you replay it again for another 15 hours on the hardest difficulty with a few collectibles, so it's like a 40-hour platinum in total. L.A. Noire was about 70-hour platinum, but it was good. I enjoyed L.A. Noire. I know it wasn't that well received by Rockstar, and it probably was one of the weaker games that finished in between like GTA 4 and Max Payne 3, but it's still a great standalone game. I think people just didn't give it its time of day, and I think as well, the main character Cole Phillips, he's not a good guy. People think like it's L.A. Noire, it's noir, it's not meant to be about good and bad. He is not a good guy, and I think people didn't like the fact that you play this lead character who just isn't a good guy. But I like that. I like having a bit of grey in my life. I like knowing what's not. I don't want to be told what's good and what's bad. I want to decide for myself what's good and bad. Mountain Blade Warband, great game. All I've got left is the online trophies. I just can't be bothered. There's no one really playing the game anymore. Bannerlord's out now. Actually, Mountain Blade's one of my most viewed videos on YouTube. I think it got about 4,000 views already. Not already, they've been out for over a year, but people like watching Let's Plays of that game, and it's really fun. I love it. It's up there with my favourite games of all time. Siggy Farm Melusina. Yeah, platformer. Terrace Escape. It's like Terrace, but with little blocks. Boring. Not boring. It was actually quite a good game. Quite challenging, but quite fun. Actually, now I've thought about it, it's all come back. Good game, actually. Right, we've seen these games. Hellblade, good game. I really enjoyed it. I'm a bit upset that Senua's new game, the sequel, is Xbox only, because obviously Microsoft bought Ninja Theory, but it's not the end of the world. I will play it. I mean, I've got friends who are going to get the new Xbox, so I will play it. No, never say never. I might buy the new Xbox, probably not till about 2023 or 4 though. Like, I'll probably play it PS5, and then this generation, I bought the PlayStation 4 2 years before the generation was up because I wanted to transition. I saw the exclusive games, and I was like, I have to change. I'm not saying I'll definitely have PS5 all throughout the generation next gen, but I might get the new Xbox as well, and I'll play Hellblade. It depends on what exclusives. I'm not a fanboy, guys. I'll play the games. I'll play on the console, which is the best. I'm not going to be biased towards it. I hate fanboys. It just sickens me. Open your mind. It's not about thing about fanboys. It's not just gaming. It's everything. You know, everyone's biased towards everything. Everyone only wants their thing to do well, and I'm just against that. Like, be your own person and play it and do what you want to do, and don't just do something because people tell you to do it. Don't just drink Coke because you like Coke and you refuse to drink Pepsi because you drink Coke. Don't just play Xbox games because you've played Xbox your whole life. Like, think for yourself and play games that are on the consoles that you want to play. But anyway, that's a short rant, which is probably for a better video. Well suited for another video another time. Albedo Eyes from Outer Space, just a weird little space game. Meh. Plant the Eyes, cool little game where you play this little robot walking around, listening to like audio tapes and stuff, quite fun. Uncharted 4, great game, amazing game. Nathan Drake, whew, what a character. And I liked Sam Drake. Unpopular opinion, but I thought he was a good character to be added in. The only problem with that is the DLC they added for, not DLC, the extended trophies for the survival mode. Nah, the game survival mode is basically like just a cash grab. It makes you want you to pay money to upgrade your characters. I didn't like that, and I probably won't platinum it. So you'll forever be at 96% Uncharted. Deadly Tower of Monsters. That's a really cool game. It sort of takes a make out of like old sci-fi movies, where you climb this tower. It's like hundreds of floors. It's cool. It's really cool. And then you have to like kill the director of the movie. It's weird, but it's really funny. God of War. What more can I say? What can I say about that game? Really just revamped the God of War series, made it in this amazing storytelling game with amazing combat, amazing characters. Whew, guys, if you haven't played God of War, you're missing out on some serious gameplay games. There's some games that you just have to play and have to appreciate for what they are, and they're just truly amazing. I think we're getting up to where my list ends now, actually, guys. I think I might be up to where... I know I've definitely played Deadpool. I've definitely spoke about it in the last video. I'll just go down this war mine and we'll end it there. So, Jedi Heroes Reborn. It's actually based on his TV series, apparently, but I didn't play it, didn't watch it. Batman Enemy Within, Telltale game. It's quite good for a Telltale game. I enjoyed the Batman stories it told. Enjoyed the Joker, and it's pretty good. This War of Mine, the little one. Now that is a game and a half. It's like a survival game. We have to like manage like keeping people alive, getting supplies, managing goods. It's just a great combination of all games, all strategy-based things. Well, guys, that brings me basically up to all the games I've discussed. Now, if you want to see the original 28 trophies that I had, 28 platinums, you can see my previous video. But you probably are sick of listening to me yabber on about games. As you can see, sort of like closing thoughts. I probably played about 150 easy platinums out of these 290, maybe 200. And I think that's the balance I've got. I like to play like 15 to 20 games that only take an hour, because, you know, I work, I've got a full-time job like anybody else. Sometimes at night I just want to come back, I want to sit down, I just want to play one game, and I want to play it in a complete hour and a half, and I'm done. And then I can wipe my hands with it and move on to the next one. I really like that. And then when I'm ready for a bit more commitment, I'll pick a bigger game, and I'll play a bigger game for a couple of weeks. Like, you know, at the minute I'm playing Borderlands, which is a great game, but it's a big commitment. And then after that I'll be playing Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima. And then who knows what after that, but I've got loads of games that I want to play, but just finding the time, and these games to sort of fit in. You know, you get a platinum, I get a move on the leaderboards, which is one of my goals, and then, you know, it is what it is. You guys, thanks for watching. If you're still here, you are just amazing. You clearly like the sound of my voice, and you're clearly kind of psychopathic. Maybe not psychopathic, maybe just like deluded. Who knows? But anyway, if you watch this video, you're pretty class. Quite legendary for watching all this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to start doing a monthly update on my trophies, so they'll be a lot shorter. They'll probably be like 10 minutes, because I basically had to cover up to date you with 2 years of platinum trophy hunting, and I played a lot of games, as you can tell. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on. and drop a comment as to what you think about my list. Do you think I played a bit too many easy games? Do you want me to check out your PSN? If you do, put your PSN down below and I'll have a little look as well, because I like to see what other games people are playing. I'm thinking about doing a few reviews of people's PSN profiles, but I'm not entirely sure if that's where I want to go yet. Time will tell. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Take it easy.